online broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing after shows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows, interviewing celebrities and showrunners, and bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
I was waiting for the verbal diarrhea from you guys. Go ahead. Continue. I feel like the dad here with you guys.
Why?
Because you guys were so excited before we went on air how this is the greatest season ever, and now we're on live. That's right, we're on live to
And
YouTube.
we're speechless.
Exactly. Go ahead, Steph.
I was gonna say we're acting like newborns,
Oh.
but like newborn hosts.
Newborn hosts? No, I
Ooh,
don't know.
Twilight reference.
I'm not. Oh.
Regardless, I have good news, everyone. The Clippers beat the Lakers.
I don't know what that means.
We're here to talk about Idol.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Yes, no Lake Show. All right, sorry about that, Violet. All right, hello, AfterBuzz TV Nation. You know we do TV show recaps, but this isn't any old TV show recap. This is American Idol.
I thought we were all saying it. Too.
Whoa. Hello.
1, 2, 3. American Idol. With Stephen Lemieux.
Oh my God.
Wrong.
I know.
What's up, guys? I'm JC, and let us not waste any more time. Let's introduce our wonderful panel of hosts, starting with the lovely lady to my left.
Hey, that's me. I'm Violet Kanian. Hey.
And across the table.
Hey, it's Jason Ikeler.
I meant the lovely lady, Jason.
It's okay. And I'm Stephanie Giorgi. So we have a brand new studio. I just want to say forgive us for any technical difficulties. And if you see me missing at any point, I'm just adjusting our mics.
Yeah, why don't you get down there and adjust me, sweetie?
Oh my God.
And I usually call him the guy running the 1s and 2s, but I'm going to call him the ringmaster because he's got these controls. He's got, Steven, I have yet to witness the power of this new studio. I know it's got special effects, split screen, all this stuff. Yes, look.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah.
insane.
We're feeling good.
I'm feeling great.
I'm feeling amazing.
And last but not least,
Oh, I turned mine up.
wait, our biggest host.
Still not me. Try again.
Steph, we have a show to do.
Let's get on track, kids.
So,
The fans. Big shout out to the fans. Chat roll. Holler. We are going to be answering your questions, hopefully live. If not, we're going to save them to the very end because we do have some, I don't want to say spoilers, but let's just say we have a real insider on this table this season, Mr. Jason Ikeler. I heard that a little birdie told me that you, I guess, had a preview of the top 24.
I did. I got to see them the day they were chosen, actually.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
And they all sang. We were in like a tiny room with a bunch of people from the press and then
Nice.
some Viners. I know you like your Viner stuff.
love them Viners.
But they were all, I would say there's like 12 really good contestants.
Wow.
Like
Our
really
top 12.
good. Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I mean, they just got chosen, so who knows how long they had to prepare the songs they sang for us. But I was blown away. I got goosebumps like 3 or 4
Oh
times.
my gosh.
the entrance of the show gave me goosebumps. So
Me
I'm excited.
too.
I believe that 24 is amazing.
But can you talk about it? Can you give us,
I can't say who it is.
Okay.
But I can say that we'll probably find out, right?
mid-March maybe.
And I think in the
Oh, that's a long time.
if you watch the teaser at the beginning of the show, you can
kind of see.
tell some of them.
It's interesting they did that this season because some of them were like, oh, was that girl
Right.
Yeah.
in the beginning? And so it's going to be interesting to put faces to the sing.
So what did you guys think of that open? Was that the first of many new changes this
Amazing.
season?
Yes.
I thought it was
And
epic.
It was a good, solid change. Violet and I had goosebumps,
Yeah.
like chills the whole
Goosies.
time.
Okay, because I'm going to be the Simon this season more than ever. I hate to
boy.
say this because last season left a bitter taste in my mouth.
Because Gina didn't win.
Yeah, we get that.
Jason's still
Still
sore
not
about
over that.
Of course. I mean, neither are we. It was really hurtful.
It's not about that. I'm
It was
just
really
saying.
hurtful.
It's season 14, guys. We have The Voice. We have all these shows. And when's the last superstar we've seen in Idol? Who's the Carrie Underwood?
Carrie Underwood.
Well, Phillip Phillips, not a
he's
superstar, but he's
amazing.
doing pretty good for himself. Scotty's doing pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I heard he just got he got robbed or something.
Oh,
too
yeah, that was
recently.
Oh, he
Whatever,
did.
yeah.
I will say
He's
this.
okay, though.
Maybe we haven't seen a superstar, but in comparison to any of the other shows, we've still had more successful artists
that's
come out of this show.
interesting.
You can remember the names of the winners of Idol.
Yes.
Yep.
Not the I hate to say it's not necessarily of
And
the
we
voice.
cover The Voice, but no, we
Right.
can't.
No, we can't.
Yeah.
X
I actually
Factor,
forget.
but
I don't remember
RIP,
who
they've
won
been dead
this.
for a couple years now.
But they may come back.
Oh, really?
Yes, I read that about a month ago.
Oh, I hope so.
About
Yes.
a month ago.
But this is Idol. We're
Yeah.
talking about
Yes.
Idol.
Back to
So
Idol.
let's get into it, and we're starting with Keith's hometown, kind
Nashville.
of.
Nashville. It's
Oh.
been his home for 10 years now.
Overall
so-
thoughts? Did we
I
like
mean,
the talent?
yeah, when you go to Nashville, everyone wants to be a singer there. So I think they probably heard a lot of good talent. And we heard a lot of good talent today.
Absolutely.
I thought it was interesting. I think out of everybody, only one person didn't play guitar. That went today? Which is funny because you used to have to sing a
that's what
cappella.
Nashville's, yeah.
But I literally, except for, I think, what was the girl's name?
Which one?
The last one. Last
Nope,
one.
the girl, Amber.
'cause she
Amber Walker. She's the only one who didn't use a guitar.
Right.
Okay. Well, we'll get
Oh.
into that in a second as well, because let's start with our very first. I believe his name was Riley.
Riley.
Riley Bria. Thoughts? Were we?
I mean,
nay?
I think we expected him to be good because
Right.
he's amazing on the guitar. I don't know. I feel like when people are amazing on an instrument, they probably have the ability to be a good vocalist.
Especially that redheaded guy.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
No, that was weird.
I thought he's A, adorable,
Yes.
B, very marketable,
Yes.
and kind of fits in with the whole Hunter Hayes, Shawn Mendes thing going on.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say. He's
what Keith said about digging into the song a little
Yeah.
bit more.
Right.
And I thought technically raise your soft palate on the high notes, but overall, I would have put him through the flying colors.
Yeah, it's too early, of course.
Right,
You know.
Yeah.
But that was a nice start. Sorry.
I think he might get lost in the shuffle in
Okay.
Hollywood.
Do you think, though, I think maybe he could be like one that little girls flock to?
I don't think he's cute enough.
What'd you say? Flock.
Flock?
too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The little girl in me says he's
Says
not
no,
cute
okay.
enough.
Right.
The little
And the
girl
queen
in me-
fangirl in me says, I'll tell you when I find out.
Okay. Oh, she's got to wait for a certain feeling.
Right. Because already somebody won my heart this evening.
Oh yeah.
Okay, we'll hopefully get to it. So he 4 yeses, well 3 yeses.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget. I always still think it's about Mariah
Mariah.
and Nikki, but
Oh, thank
Mariah,
you.
Nikki. Oh my God.
Oh my God, that girl.
Can we just
Sure.
like forget that ever
I had to
happened?
tie that in. I'm sorry. All right, now let's move on to
Priscilla.
Priscilla Parker from
That
Mississippi.
sweet Southern girl.
Oh, her daddy.
Her ditty, her
Her
ditty.
daddy.
You know what? When she first started, I was like, "Oh God, I am gonna hate
Me too.
her." And
Oh,
by
I
the
know I
end
was
of
gonna
it,
love her.
I'm like, "She is so cute."
I know.
I was
I thought-
hoping she'd have a good voice. I'm a
Yeah.
sucker for a good Southern anything.
I thought 10 kids, youngest one. I'm like, she's gonna
She's
be
be so
spoiled little
annoying.
brat.
No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
little brat.
She probably
and
didn't have any
annoying, but
food
she was
growing up,
so-
but there's 10 of them.
But wait. Oh, okay.
Just
All right.
saying.
I'm going to say something here. The girls, what do we think about J-Lo?
Freaking, oh my God.
You love her, right?
I will-
She can't do
Yes,
anything
sir.
wrong, right?
I'll kiss the ground that woman walks on.
Exactly. What she says is gold, right?
Yes.
Well, I know that she
Well,
says
she said no.
I know, but that's okay.
So what happened?
Oh, well.
I think
Oh,
she's
well.
just
Be
a little
back
more
for like a
critical.
second, yeah.
Yeah.
I like it though. Because her voice was good, but her voice wasn't amazing.
It was, it was
if
a
we
nice
didn't hear her
voice.
talk and just heard her sing, I would have been like,
And
nah.
J-Lo, I feel, is like more prone to hearing different types of sounds, whereas the people who said yes in that like vocal range were the right people to say yes,
Yeah.
because they count, they know what they're listening to.
You know what we have to
Priscilla
talk
had
about?
an
Oh, sorry,
odd-
I thought you were done. Keep talking.
I'm not, but it's
It's
okay.
a long sentence.
Commas.
Commas. Oh, dang it. Okay, so no, but I wanted to say that I loved how deep her country was, and if any of you have ever seen the movie The Songcatcher, Emmy Rossum's in it, and she sings in it, but they sounded just the same. It sounds like a deep bluegrass, like
Yeah.
beauty.
I agree.
Go
with
ahead
that.
No,
now,
I liked what you
Jason.
said. I thought that was really
Period.
touching and
With J-Lo?
inspiring.
Yeah, I agree.
I
She
think
need a little. Sorry.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, go.
I think
You can tell it's our
vocally,
first
I
episode.
agree with J-Lo, but because Scott Borchetta, we didn't talk about this, is coming on to the show, the guy that discovered Taylor Swift, and he's taking over Randy Jackson's thing. I think he's going to be looking more at the whole story because he's trying to sell an artist, and I think they're
Yes.
getting signed to his label this season, right?
Yes.
Right.
Oh, wow.
Which-
Wait, actually, I do not know that for a fact.
I think they are.
Okay.
I'm going to say 95% sure.
Well, everyone has
Which
a pretty
I think
good
is
story.
going to be way better for the winner because he doesn't have any unsuccessful artists on his label.
And he can put them with any existing artists that he has now.
Yeah.
Well, Jason, you brought up something great, the change. We have
Yeah.
a change in mentor, and there are a bunch of other changes as well as, I don't know if fans know, that it is going to go down to one night a week. It's going down to one night a week, I believe, in mid-March. And how are they going to pull that off where you're going to perform and at the end of the night, someone's getting eliminated?
That's crazy.
And they say it's
Yeah.
going to do it in a way that's really dramatic. And I'm thinking it's probably going to be like if you watch Dancing with the Stars. So this person's going to, they're not going to know they're going to be eliminated
That
till
sucks.
the end of the
It
show.
does.
And
That
that
is
whole week
crazy.
they rehearsed and whatnot. That's just a
I
theory.
think
have.
because there's so many of these shows on for hours and hours at a time, this makes it, if you watch The Voice, you can still watch Idol. You don't have to dedicate 17 hours a week to it.
Yeah, which
You
is
know?
nice. It's refreshing.
I was going to say, are you guys a fan of going down to one night?
I am,
I am.
because honestly, the second night was literally a 5-minute show turned into an entire hour. Sometimes I think it's been like 2 hours before, but it's just unnecessary and annoying.
It'll tighten up the show, I think.
Yeah.
And Steph's just really moved by the whole change.
No, I just don't want to laugh. Forget about it.
Did I say something funny?
You did. No, I agree.
love
I
right
just didn't
out.
want to laugh. 'Cause
You know,
it was
there's
smart.
also another change I found out that I've heard that they're going to have to perform on cue. And I don't know what that means.
Oh, maybe like,
Well, because they said in the past, especially the last 2 seasons.
Now sing. That's what they
yeah.
mean.
Yes.
Like, call someone out.
Oh.
I have no shame. I'm proud of where I came from. I was born.
As you can
and
see, our
raised.
co-hosts don't have that
Ready
problem.
to perform on cue.
Why did I get to that song
I'll
again,
back up
though?
dance.
It's like a year
I don't
later,
know.
and that's the song that
Because
came
it's our
to us.
jam.
Settle down. Oh my God.
I was just explaining to you what they meant by Q, and this is what we're going to be seeing on the show, everybody.
And now this is the fans cue because we're going to say hello if you're watching us live. If not, go to
Hey.
iTunes and let us know what you think. Hey, a big shout out to Stephen Lemieux, the guy running the ones and twos. I'm telling you. Will you flash the whole table thing again?
That's not
Shout
the
him
first
out.
time Steven's flashed me.
Give us 5
my
stars
Lord.
and let us know what you want to see this season. Who you'd like to see? Maybe a wolf. I don't know. Let us know. Okay.
We have a wolf right here.
I meant a Sam Wolf, maybe.
Oh,
Let us move to our next singer, and that was, I believe his name,
Cameron.
Was
Bedell.
it Bedell?
Bedell, I think.
And I didn't even write his last name down. I remembered because he was a
Shoot.
great singer,
Which one was he?
He sang the Ray LaMontagne, You
Yeah.
Are the Best Thing.
and he had his eyes closed and was singing well. And Harry,
he
yeah.
was so good.
Not memorable,
So,
clearly.
clearly. No, because all of them I put like a little description. Him, I didn't. I thought I'd
Really?
remember him, and I didn't.
He was
Well,
the
he
first
was
one I
great.
really liked.
I really liked him.
I liked him.
I did.
There was
That
something he
sucks.
did with his voice, even when he went low. He had like a hiss almost to his voice, where you would get like an old LP, and you hear that little graininess, and there's that graininess to the sound.
And it was
that's
just the
interesting.
right amount of graininess.
Yeah.
I thought his voice is very captivating. I think maybe he made the song a little too bubblegum. Because when Ray LaMontagne sings a song, it's like dirty.
Right.
But you know what? I thought he did it perfect for an audition room.
No, I thought he did great.
It was exactly what I needed to hear to know that you're a good singer.
It was a beautiful voice.
Do you think, let's say, if Candice Glover walked in to the auditions today, would she give them a 10 out of 10 performance, or just enough because she's so damn good
Yeah.
that she gives them a 9, an 8, and holds back a little bit?
I
Because
don't-
you know you're going to make it to Hollywood.
But you
They're
don't.
going to take
Because-
200 people, 150,
You know what?
200 people to Hollywood.
Well, because Candice Glover, she's good when she's at 9 or 10. When she's like anything lower, she's just a good voice. This is someone where he could be at a 2, or not even like where you just don't want to hear it. Like around a campfire, like he's gonna have a good voice no matter what he does or what setting, whether it's a cappella with the piano on the background
Right.
or guitar.
I don't
agree.
think people risk it this early on in the competition.
they're
It's
gonna
not
give
like,
everything.
this is
Yeah.
their one shot. One chance.
One Do you
opportunity.
think? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys another thing. I heard possibly tomorrow that there is a bit of a spoiler. Sorry,
Tomorrow.
Oh
What is
my
it?
lord.
that someone from last season will be back. Someone that.
Auditioning? Wait.
Yes.
Well, but it doesn't matter because we didn't see them.
Oh, you did see this
Yeah.
person.
Oh.
It just
And-
better not be that Italiana girl.
And let's just say,
Remember the one that
I
she-
believe it's a he, and he left quite a memorable impression on the young ladies. Moving
Spencer?
on. Let's
I
move
hope
on
not.
to.
Oh Lord.
Let's move on.
He was
let's
cute.
Move
I'm
on.
over it.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
So over it.
To,
I was all right. Watch, I was right.
do you want to move on to Amber Walker?
Yes.
Yes.
Steph, you really felt this.
Oh, she was amazing.
Well, because Amber is the story that got to me, which I
Yeah.
always think that I don't know why they show it, but she got me in tears. And that was really nice, and especially because I didn't expect her to. I didn't know,
Sound that
one,
good.
when she said Elvis, I was like, okay, atta girl, way to pick something that they're not expecting you to sing. And it's not, I'm not that it's not powerhouse, but it's not like your typical diva powerhouse.
And from Memphis.
Exactly, and from Memphis, and she sang it good. However, she does need like some coaching skills, which I believe, but I feel that I saw the potential there. So I agreed with what Harry Connick Jr. said, but I'm happy that they let her pass.
Jason, Violet, disagree?
I loved her. I think I agree with Stephanie. She's definitely has the raw talent. She needs a little bit of work. Get her to like almost like Candice Glover, almost there, but I think a little more grit in her. And I felt like her voice showed her tough upbringing. I liked it.
Oh, that's interesting.
It did. Ooh, ow, ooh, caliente, it's hot in here. Oh my gosh, baile, me gustó lo que dijo.
For our non-Spanish speaking people, she said, I love AFTERBUZZ. Jason.
I thought, had I not known her backstory, I would have said no right off the bat.
Yeah.
I think vocally it was really sloppy. Okay. And I like that she has the grit to her voice, but I think she needs so much training, and I think that's what
Harry was trying to point
saying,
out.
because they don't see the whole package that comes before her. But seeing her story, I'm like, yeah, you better go to Hollywood, girl. You got this.
I feel like she's someone who would never have had an opportunity, if she came from the hard part, like she said, would never have had an opportunity to have any coaching. But if she sings that well now, imagine 2 classes.
Yeah.
You know,
well, I
having
don't know
someone
though,
hear
because
you, like,
they don't
or
get
that
the
could just switch
training
them all
until they
up.
get to live rounds.
Unless they find their own. I mean, I feel like she's the kind of person who is dedicated enough to be like,
To do it.
I need to find myself a teacher until I go to Hollywood.
Or to learn from her surroundings, because she will be around talented and trained singers.
So are we just giving her like a spot in Hollywood? But what if we're taking it away from someone that really deserves to be there on talent?
On talent, but
not on talent, because she is raw talent, but she's just not there yet.
I don't think
she had enough. It's one of those things.
Okay.
People like the feeling that they want to like.
Do you think though, if we just played you her song without knowing a single thing about
I
her,
would've
you'd
liked
feel the
it.
same
I would have
way?
liked it.
would've liked
I know
her.
exactly. If I just would have been sitting there, I would have been like, get it. Like,
Yeah,
just
she was
real
like,
quick,
yeah, she got into it real
Okay.
quick.
Because it was raw, and I don't always want to hear perfection. If we're obsessed with artistry, unique voices, the way that Cory later on had that sound, it's like I don't really care.
It
I'm
gets
tired of
boring.
it. I want to hear something with power, and I want to hear
you
something
want-
with grunt. Like, show me something that we haven't been doing in this generation for the past 5 years.
I feel like she might be a one-trick pony. If she comes in doing that, what's she gonna do next? If she, you know what I mean? Because from hearing this performance, I didn't hear her hold back anything.
Right.
So can she only do that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, because what if she took the spot of our next singer, and that was Kyle, 24, the ginger.
Oh, Lord.
Actually, I would like to point
Seriously?
this out, how much the backstory matters, because I think vocally he's not that bad.
I didn't think he was
Oh
that
my
bad.
gosh,
either.
we
I
didn't
said
think he was that bad.
I think maybe their voices are pretty comparable, technique-wise.
Yeah.
But because of his backstory, and I was so uncomfortable watching that,
Yes.
I'm like, get him off of here.
I
If
think
you, sorry, go ahead.
no, I just think above all, he seemed like someone very difficult to work with.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Can you imagine him in group week?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and not
Your
even,
eyes are
not
getting
even with,
so big.
Not even working with his peers.
Yeah,
like
just
the
the
producers.
producer or
Yeah,
something.
specifically the producers.
Yeah.
Go ahead, JC.
No. I'm just listening.
And
I'm
about
just a fan.
taking somebody's spot, I feel like they don't have like a cap. Like I'm gonna
I was
put
kidding.
200. No, obviously not just for him, but
Do they have a cap?
I don't think they have. I think
know.
they send
No?
as many as
Okay.
they want. So I don't
Then
think
yeah,
it
send
matters.
her.
Yeah. And
when-
oh my god. that
When he
guy.
did really when I thought he sounded good was when he sang that little Lego piece under his voice.
Right?
Under his, whatever.
That was really good, and they took it so offensively.
Whatever.
All right, ladies, I'll let you guys gush for a few seconds. Cory Wheeler.
No, that wasn't the good one. That wasn't the one that Cory.
He's saying, I can't make you love me.
Oh, he's the barista.
The barista.
Coffee
He was
man.
cute.
Across the
I
street.
liked him.
I didn't care for him.
Oh, neither did I.
Yep. I didn't like him.
So wait, you guys didn't like Cory?
No.
I loved Cory.
He
Violet.
is a
I
coffee
loved
shop
him.
guy. He was flat.
Yeah.
I liked him. For a second, I wanted to be his friend. Like, I'm like, oh, you seem really funny. You'd be
And
an
I
awesome
love coffee.
coworker.
But I thought it was really shouty.
Really?
I thought he sounded like he had just like screamed for 3 hours, and then they're like, "You need to sing a soft song."
Oh my
I
gosh.
don't know. I was not. I was expecting to be blown away, and I wasn't.
I think
my
he's good
gosh.
enough, but to be able to have to get signed like alone, not on a show like this.
Violet, this is your platform
I'm
right now.
stunned.
Give us your case for Cory Wheeler.
Honestly, he was the
Go.
only one that I was listening, and I was so into it that I was like moving with the melody. He's the only one from today that I was so in. His
Wow.
voice just drew me in completely.
You don't think it was his eyes?
It could have been that too. He's really pretty eyes.
He's the first one today that wasn't like a joke.
Right.
That I was like, what the hell?
Wow.
Oh, I mean, that's kind of excessive. I don't think he was that bad. I thought he was okay, but he's the one that I wrote a unique artistry. Like, but this is the whole Lord comparison. The whole.
In those
What is
types
it?
of
What did
artists,
Rosie say? Etude? What's that sound that it was like something that he used that some of these artists try to portray, and I don't like it.
And those kind of artists don't translate to singing competition shows because
Right.
Yeah, that's my point.
they have to sing.
It's also a singing show, so you got to play the game.
Yeah.
So here's one that I don't even want to talk about his singing. Let's talk about what happened.
Oh my god.
Oh my God.
Michael Simeon. Okay, well, the girls are holding
Shall
hands.
we?
Shall we dance?
Oh, you guys dance?
We can dance. We have a dance floor now.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
Steven he'll turn on
However,
the
the
lights.
only song that I hear is that. How does it go? I don't know the words. It's like
Anyway.
a 60s. It's a 70s song, like
we
Saturday
all
Night
just get
Fever.
silent.
Oh, okay. You were making Saturday Night Fever.
He goes, oh, you were making a reference.
Oh, is that what you're doing?
I thought Michael Simeon had the best,
Charm.
up until this point, the best vocal of the night.
He
had-
did sound amazing.
Up until this
Up
point.
to this point, okay.
I put
Gotcha.
perfect voice.
I thought he had a great
Yeah.
voice, and he was so charming,
Yeah.
confident. I liked when we heard a little bit of his falsettos. He can use some coaching on that.
Mm-hmm.
He like missed a little bit of the high notes. But I'm sorry, Jayla, would you dance with me?
I died.
Oh, yeah.
If you have the balls
Fangirls,
to do
that's
that.
who our eyes are. Our eyes are on this guy. Okay, you girls tweet me and we'll talk.
Here, and bravo to the judges. We saw a lot more goofing off than ever
Yeah.
with the judges.
Yeah. Even though Keith.
He kind of annoyed me a little. He was being a little bit of a D-bag. But then he did take the guitar and play. So
Yeah.
I was like, okay, you just redeemed yourself.
But girls, I'm going to call you out on this because I wrote this down. When Michael started, before he opened his mouth,
I knew he
the
wrote
girls
something
were
down.
in judgment. And then when he opened his mouth, both of you all in unison said, shit. Because how good he was. So.
I didn't like his look. I really didn't like his look at first.
I could dig
No,
it.
you didn't like his attitude. You thought he was a little cocky. I think he had that little swag. That's what I thought.
Oh, you see, I
you know
like
what
that.
though?
I'm
They
like,
kind of
show me
played
the
him
swag.
like he could be really bad or really good.
Yeah.
You didn't know. You know some of them. You knew that little girl was going to be good going into there. You knew
Right.
the guy with the red hair was going to be uncomfortable. Him, I didn't know, and
And then
so
he killed
good.
it.
Yeah, we're like, crap.
He was honestly great.
And Sam
Yeah.
Smith is like singing Adele on one of these shows. Like,
Yes, exactly.
you can't
I
sing
agree.
Sam Smith.
And he sang it good while he
sang
was
it, and
dancing.
I love Sam
Yeah.
Smith, and I would download his version.
And he harmonized with Keith Urban.
When he sang
Actually,
it,
Keith Urban harmonized with him.
When he sang while he was dancing, I was like, is he
So impressive.
singing or are they
Yeah,
playing a
that's
song?
crazy.
Exactly.
Violet,
awesome.
let's play a game. We should keep. Who wants to do this? We'll keep a count how many times we hear Sam Smith throughout the auditions.
Okay. Oh,
right.
that's true. That's like the
That's
one
a
of the
huge
year.
thing.
We have one Sam Smith for tonight. Okay,
Okay.
That's interesting.
help us
actually.
out, fans, and let us know if you have any questions for the end of the show. Let us move on to our final competitor, who Emily Brooke.
Wow.
Oh.
Amazing.
She's the only one that I wrote amazing, and that
Yeah.
was it.
The last two,
Perfect
Michael
country.
and Emily. And Carrie Underwood, also a beast to sing. That song
sang it,
especially.
yeah. I don't
she
even
sang
remember
it
that
so
song.
flawlessly.
I liked Emily's version
Better
compared
than-
to
oh, wow.
Likewise,
Carrie,
likewise.
I feel like yells the song. She was truly singing
Which is funny
the
that you
song.
say that because Marissa Serafini always, that's what she says that Carrie Underwood does.
She yells.
says she just yells so
Yeah.
much and she doesn't like that. And
one
I've
of her
never gotten that
effortless
before.
ways.
Yeah. And I've never gotten that before. And that's what I love about Emily. She brought in her artistry and she's 15. Almost reminded
yeah.
me of like Reagan, but with like more unique talent.
Somebody from The Voice.
Somebody from The
Steffi guy with the references.
Sorry.
I think I got to stand up for Carrie. I think Carrie sings it almost like a stadium rock song.
Right.
And this girl
Got it.
made it more like a Patty Griffin type song.
Okay.
But I thought the way she transitioned her voice was, she's 15. She sounded
Yeah.
like she was 30.
Yeah.
Insanely
Fantastic.
good.
Do you think Borchetta is just licking his chops with her?
Oh,
Well,
I
you know
bet.
what? Right when she was singing, the only thing I could think about was that something Romeo and something Juliet. The,
Love Story?
T Swift back in the day.
I'll just spill a little insider detail about, because Scott Borchetta was there and we saw the top 24 singing, and I was watching him watch them because he's like so invested and
Is he? I
like
bet.
taking notes, and he's like,
That's
yeah, I'm
money.
gonna have my team come in and meet with everybody. Like he
Wow.
wants to make a superstar, which I think is kind of, I don't think the record company, who had they signed to before, RCA?
Well,
I don't
like
think
that
they've taken the
doing it
last
with-
winners
I like-
as seriously.
Yeah, agreed.
I like that Taylor mentored The Voice, but that this guy is on Idol. Because I think it's true. Like, I think this is the one thing I like about this show. I'm so happy that they made the beginning refreshing because it's more of a... I think it gives everyone a boost of morale when it comes to our dreams because they show you more basic, like in that when they showed us the behind the
plucked out of
scenes.
nowhere.
Yeah, they came out
Yeah.
of nowhere. Not people who've been produced before or who signed with this or got picked up on YouTube or something like this. These are just people who are, a guy from across the street coffee shop wanted to audition. He got the ticket to Hollywood.
The American dream.
Holla at your
Yeah.
girl.
And I love that they show the producer auditions finally.
Beforehand.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
That finally.
behind the scenes, sure.
I feel like not a lot of people know that, like, you know.
That there's an entire
Which is
Right, there's
crazy,
the entire
14 seasons in.
two seasons.
Right.
I mean, 2 audition circles, whatever cycles until you get to see the judges. So I feel like, you know, someone sitting in Middle America is like, oh, I want to go audition and meet the judges.
So you've seen the
But-
process.
Right,
More-
right,
They're
yeah,
peeling
I
the
love
layers
that.
back. Sure. Now, Violet, do you think, does American Idol need, I've been hitting this, I hit this earlier with Jason, do they need to find a superstar
Yes.
this season for it to actually work? Because
Absolutely.
the ratings are declining, they're trimming it down. Do they need this? But the voice is the voice. Let them do their thing. Does Idol need to get away from the judges and make it about the contestants again like it was originally?
I don't think so. I feel like Idol is one of the only shows on one of like these competition shows that truly focus. Like we get so invested in these artists. We were like in love with Sam Wolf last season,
Yeah.
and we know everything about where they grew up, who their parents are. He grew up with his we knew that stuff. But if you look at a show like The Voice,
we still
I
know
don't
it.
know a single thing about any of those people, and I watched an entire season.
Right.
Well,
I know
think
because I
Idol
love
is
the
all
judges.
about the story,
Right.
And The Voice. One thing we always criticize is The Voice has like 4 weeks of live rounds. Idol, we have like 14 weeks. So if you like somebody, you've seen them sing on TV for like 3 months.
Which is nice because at the end of the day, if we're as Americans and as viewers are voting for somebody who ultimately we're going to be investing into their career, let us be more a part of that
Yeah.
entire process. Another good reason why American Idol is doing well by showing the behind the scenes because our generation is drawn to the realness of everything. So they had to, you know,
Make it more
reality
authentic.
show.
they had to make it more a reality show. They had to show the parts that everyone loves to do. That's why this after show is okay because, you know, they want to see people besides the people on TV talk about what they're
Yeah.
watching also.
Sure.
So they're doing great. I think it's very smart.
Okay.
And the judges, I'm sorry, one last thing. I feel like the only focus on the judges is the audition process. And then when it goes to live rounds and it goes to even in Hollywood, it's not so much about the judges. We don't see them bantering too much, you know, them walking in and stuff. We don't see that too much.
Okay.
Even though they're friggin' megastars.
And they're funny. That's quite entertaining though.
Their chemistry this season, you can tell that
It's
they're all friends now after
amazing.
that
Yeah.
season.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's like they don't
Amazing.
care anymore.
No.
We're just having fun.
Yeah.
Steven, or anyone, do we have any questions? Or do we see anyone
Oh,
popping
let me-
up? Did we have time for questions? And then before we go into news and gossip,
Let me pop that chat roulette.
One is, who are the top 24, Jason?
I cannot
Brunch.
tell you. I don't see any.
we're working on it now, but we'll have more. You can ask us questions live next week. But so then, if we don't have any questions, let's move on to, that sound. News and gossip with the lovely Jason Ikeler.
Oh, hi.
Hey.
The Jesus Christ of American Idol, Kelly Clarkson,
Holla.
is dropping a new single on
Yeah.
January 12th called Heartbeat Song.
Amazing.
And the last time that Jason saw Kelly Clarkson, she remembered him.
She did. Oh yeah, that's actually very
Is that
important.
news or gossip? Is that gossip?
No,
That's
that
like
is
breaking news.
That's the best news.
Okay. All right.
And she said that she's doing pop and not so much country,
Yeah.
right? Because everyone thought she
Everyone
was
thought
going to
she
go
was gonna
country.
go country.
Which I wish she went country. I love her country.
I think they tried to go country. They released a couple singles and they
Really?
didn't do that much
Oh.
damage.
Kelly Clarkson is like the baddest pop artist though.
yeah,
Yeah.
she's
on
amazing.
point. Like she makes pop cool still.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else?
No.
Okay. You know what? Just, you guys, tweet Jason. Tweet us all to tweet Jason so he can reveal. We're going to get at least
gonna
one name
try.
out of those top 24.
Then we'll never be invited back though.
I know legally he can't, but we'll try anyway.
I'll give you some Keith Urban news, I guess.
Okay.
They did like a meet the press thing where they like, it wasn't an interview, you just talked to him off camera.
Oh my God.
And he told me that his thing with Idol that he would like to change is he wants to mentor more. and they don't really, Idol's not really set up for that, but he's like,
Keith
a lot of
said
times
this?
the things I say on TV, it's, you have 30 seconds and it's a TV show. And so he's like, yeah, I'd like to say like, hey, do this note, try to sing this verse this way, but that's not really how Idol is.
Well, the whole time that we were watching The Voice, I always kept thinking that specifically Harry and Keith, how envious they might be, because I know they'd love to be more involved with these people because they invest so much more time with these people as far as like, you know,
Well,
time
even
goes
J-Lo,
by.
was it with Gina last season where she's like, no, strut down the stage, like,
Yeah, like, they
little
just
things
wanna-
like
they
that
wanna
make
do
a
that.
And
huge
they can't.
difference.
That's nuts.
I totally take back any negative thing I ever said about Keith Urban.
There you go.
putting
There
that
you go.
on the record.
Yeah.
Just a slight episode. Let's move on to predictions. Predictions of what? What are we gonna predict?
Anyone on this being in top four?
Your
Top 24?
AfterBuzz TV.
Okay.
Okay, sure. I would say the last two would have potential on being on the top 24.
Yeah.
I'm going to say
Michael
a By
and
Kelly
Emily.
Clarkson song on iTunes.
Oh shoot!
I'm gonna say Emily. Top
Yeah.
24.
I'm gonna agree with you. I think Emily will be the only one. Notice. Let's look at Jason. Let's see if he has a
Yeah,
towel.
Does he twitch?
I think Emily might be the only one, unfortunately. And not to say that they were bad, but it takes a lot to be
It
the top
does.
24. So,
She has the package.
with that said, let us wrap it up with our Twitter handles and where to find us.
Am I going?
Yes,
Go
go ahead.
ahead.
I'm on Twitter and Instagram. at Jason Ikeler, and I'm on YouTube at Jason's Big Gay Music.
How am I not surprised?
I thought that was going somewhere else.
Steph.
You can find me on Twitter at Stephanie Giorgi, Giorgi, and on Instagram at SteffiG47.
You can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Vine, Snapchat, and everything else at Violet Kanian.
And Steven, where can we find you? Thank you for putting up with us.
You can find me here.
Okay, well said. You can find me at JC Rubio TV on Instagram and Twitter, and you can find all of us at AfterBuzz TV on Instagram and Twitter. So for Steven, Jason, Steph, what are you doing?
He's holding
Violet,
on to
I'm
me.
JC.
Woo-wee.
Get ready for a long season. See you guys.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.